not that bad. It's
All views expressed by the hosts and guests in this podcast are solely their opinions and do not reflect the opinions of their respective employers. Guests and hosts may maintain positions in the assets discussed in this podcast. This podcast is for informational purposes only, and nothing in the podcast is intended to be financial, legal, or even life advice.
It is right now. So, hello, GM. Welcome back to More Than Speculation. Somebody's smiling because the market is up. What's up, man?
Let's go. I mean, not bad. Like I had faith. I bought the dip with leverage, so good.
Wow. Wait, on like a new perp dex or just on centralized exchange?
On Hyperliquid, because I FOMO.
Season 2, baby. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's go.
There's like a lot of these season 2 airdrops. Yeah. But yeah, folks, a couple recap. So, I mean, market is surprised. Well, I guess it's not surprising because like the CPI print, I think it's like one of the best. It's like better than expected in terms of like inflation, lowest since July, and then Trump promised no more crypto enforcement and all of that good stuff. So price rallied, but honestly, I don't know about you. I'm just gonna throw like an open questions. I think it's pretty hard to pick alts, man. It's just mostly like majors that are performing right now. Like if you do not long like the right 2 or 3 or 4 alts, you're still wrecked a lot. Like gold, man, bro, come on, help.
Well, fuck, I definitely like set it out on too many profit on there, too much profit there. But like, bro, I'm just gonna be straight up chill. Cook, Pendo, Sway, a bit of Aptos, and movement.
Okay, wait. It's like I'm just gonna jump the gun here, but a lot of my DeFi friends who are like very into DeFi and like less of the trenches, so like kind of similar profile as you, really like Sui and like the whole like movement ecosystem. I don't know why. Like, do you want to talk a bit more about that? Is it just the experience? Like, do you feel like it's actually
so
like
movement has Solana? no sorry. So first,
movement not yet.
Movement not yet, but Solana, but Sway. So I think the experience is same as Solana, to be very honest, if not better. I don't really know how to read the scan properly, to be honest. There's no debank, which is annoying as well. But it's quick. It's booming. They have new things coming. But you know what the thing is, right? Whoever that was from Solana say Sway has nothing. It's basically like EVM guys saying Solana has nothing. Yeah. Because like you're gonna just say it's the same thing with different incentives and all that shit. But like it's a cash up trade, right? Like market will rotate. Where more incentives, more grants will be. DApps will come. The cult is strong there. And it's cheaper than Solana. I mean, like, okay, fair. A lot of unlocks is coming up. Community is strong, but the price has gone up so long already. Is it still the best risk and reward trade? I don't know. But like, yeah, like it probably going to retrace, and next time it retrace, I'll go even heavier. But like, if it doesn't, I won't be surprised. Like, I don't want to jit. I might jit a little bit, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, you know, like one thing that I feel like it's a bit of a double-edged sword, and I know we are jumping the topic a bit here, but with DeFi in like these ecosystems outside of ETH, right? I find that it's very hard for the DeFi protocols to become their own main character. So like every DeFi that becomes a main character, like Pendle and Ethena, started on ETH mainnet, right? And then they sort of like become their own thing. They're not stuck to a specific chain. But if you're like, oh, I'm the Uniswap or I'm the Aave of Sui or like of Mega ETH or something, I kind of feel like we haven't really seen something that escaped that, I guess, quote unquote, ecosystem baggage. Even Sol, right? Like Sol, I guess like only like Jupiter that have done that.
It's impossible, basically. So like, here's my argument. So like, first off, if it wasn't for first, because DeFi only works when there's trading volume. When there's trading volume activity, there's yield, right? So all new chains basically don't have yields. The number of alts this year is all-time low, making it even harder to capture.
All right.
The reason why Jupiter did well was because Pump.Fund and Solana meme coins. Because that basically replaced all the alts. And their product is exceptionally well in terms of aggregators. And that's why they became the go-to swap. That's my opinion anyways. So like, and that's why you can pump. So like, for Sway, they don't have a very vibrant meme coin ecosystem. They have outs, but it's only like very strong, like 2-3 strong outs. So people that are you can't really swing trade within Sway ecosystem.
Like one ecosystem,
Yeah. So like, I get it, man. It's tough, and the thing is, like, it's not ETH is better. That's why DeFi is better. It's because ETH is just a bigger monster, so people can make more derivatives and DeFi Legos on top of that.
Yeah, there's a lot more capital. Simply put, I would say. But just to do a final quick recap on the markets, I think it's still like a similar theme with last year, which is like basically everybody's front running everybody's. I feel like a lot of people have this like, oh, it's gonna go down when Trump's inauguration happens, so it dumps a week before, and then I'm gonna wait, and then it's already pumped. So like everybody's just front running everybody's. So like I think Q1 we will see like very choppy markets. Like we might go to new all-time high. That's my prediction for Q1. Like we might hit like 110, 115 or something, but I think it's going to be very choppy.
100%, bro. Like, so I'm a big believer of Chinese dump, but like I perk long. So that's it. Like I don't perk a lot. So when I perk, like market max FOMO. Like that's what I'm saying. Top signal, bro.
Okay.
Top signal. Top signal.
Wait, I was hearing that last year Chinese New Year's, or it was like there was a pump, right, during like the Chinese New Year. Okay.
So there's always typically a pre-dump or slow bleed out right before Chinese New Year, and then on the second or the third day, like mid-Chinese, imagine like the Boxing Day of Chinese New Year. Sometimes it's just randomly start coming up.
No, dude, it's just like people cashing out for the red envelope and then they get a buyback in.
I don't know, man. I don't know how it works, but like it's just, I think it just became a myth that just follow through, and it's more like, why not? Like just take some risks off.
Reflexivity. Okay, like we have been yapping, which comes into my second point that I wanna chat about with you, dude. There's so many. Like Kaito-Yap partnership, I don't know how to split my time, but there's like yapping for movement, yapping for this, yapping for that, and I'm seeing like a couple people already making valuation frameworks or just like predictions of the Yap points. Like if you have 1,000 Yap points, 6 figures airdrop or something.
Chill. Actually, can you explain to me? I don't actually know how does that work. I only know like they have like separate dashboard, and then like I haven't been looking at closely. Like how does that work?
Honestly, it's a bit of a black box, but here's from a high level, right? Like there's like the general like Kaito leaderboard, which is just like everybody on crypto Twitter, right? Like that is just like, as long as you make content, as long as you yap, they have a certain algorithm that determines whether the content is engaging, it's unique, you're not just spamming for engagement. Like, hey, if you like and retweet, I'll airdrop you $50. Like as if you're not doing that, and then like if there are like smart followers commenting on your posts and all of that, then you would get more Yap point. That algorithm is, of course, it's behind the scenes, right? So we don't really know about that. But then they're actually working with protocols like Movement, Bera, and a couple others to see if to incentivize people to talk more about the protocols. So like last week, I think people were testing that, hey, if you tag Rushi, you would get more Yap points under that specific leaderboard, right? So I think you can qualify for multiple Yap points at one time. Like let's say if you make a really viral thread, and in that thread you cover both Movement and Bera, then I think you would get Yap points for Movement, Yap points for Bera, and Yap points overall, like 3 different leaderboards. But if you want to optimize, like I think you saw me on the Movement leaderboard at one day, right? That's because like I was just like listing all of the DeFi protocols for one day, and I bumped into like the top 7 or something like that. But that probably did not get me as much like Yap points as like a generic article. Like a broad article would give me more points on the normal leaderboard. Anyway, I've been yapping, but I think that's it.
So there's Yap and sub-Yap. Is that what you're saying?
I think that's kind of how it works, because basically they don't tell you the exact algorithm, but if you just make content, you would get Yap points for both like the main leaderboard and then for the sub leaderboard. Yep.
Interesting. All right. Yeah. I haven't been following, to be honest. Like there's too much to follow lately. I've been reading so much AI agent. I've been because I try to document everything I read and research, right? So like I just kind of like shoot my shot, and if I get some Yap, I get some Yap kind of thing. By the way,
Yeah.
I actually posted about the Rushi thing, but I just thought it's a funny copy pasta. I don't actually know what that means. I was just copy pasta. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, the one that like he was like, oh, like if you tag Rushi, oh, like I thought
I don't know,
you
was
knew,
that
bro.
real? I thought that was copy pasta. I was like, all right, I'll do the same. I want to
Oh
pump
my
my bags.
god. Oh my god. Wait, I just want to do a quick check, right? So right now, the number one yappers is actually AI XBT. Wow. Second is Mert and third is Ansem. And briefly, like I don't think they have the total numbers here. I gotta check Dune, but right now, like the top three only have like 40,000 Yap points. So if you combine like everybody, probably there's like 100,000 Yap points or something like that. So okay, no, just like fun math for our listeners. If there's like a billion FDV and they airdrop like 100 million to 100,000 people, Yap.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Bro, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Too
Say
much,
less,
bro.
bro. Say less. Say less. 50% discount. You know, I just checked.
50% discount.
I actually have 700 yaps. So like, give me that
Hmm.
$1,000. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. I'll be a year. I'll be a lifetime subscriber of Kaito. I will show for you any day, bro.
Bro, like even a 90% haircut, even like 100 bucks means like almost six figures airdrop if you hit like 1,000 Yap. That's actually pretty good. Yeah.
I was just talking to my friends. Like, I don't even care about 4 figures airdrop anymore. Like, this is how crazy it is. Like, I was like, yo, I got 1,000 like Jupiter tokens in two of my wallets.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, oh, boy, trash airdrop.
yeah. Same.
My bro is like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like are you're so jaded right now, bro? Like,
No, it's actually so true because like I thought that the Jupe airdrop, because like apparently it's for the period of like early 2024, right? And like Q4 2023 and Q1 2024. I think that's like the period. That's why I was so surprised. I was like, why is my airdrop allocation only like a couple thousand Jupe? Like I thought I traded volumes, bro.
Exactly.
During the trenches, and turns out it's for last year.
No, I realized that when
Just for
one of my
last-
bigger volume new wallets did not have any Jupe, so I was like, all right, cool. But yeah, like
Sag. Yeah, I know it's making you jaded. No, but I do seriously think like this is such a big brain IQ from Kaito, because like they like I don't know their like economics right now. I mean like it's not easy to like
stop.
Yep.
When Sandra came on, she did not tell us.
Oh.
And I haven't got the airdrop yet, so
Wow.
we will not talk about yaps for them. All right, move on. Let's go. AI
Move on.
updates.
The TLDR just make content, okay? Okay, the last thing that I just want to say, the last topic that I want to share with you is just, dude, I'm honestly getting bored because like on the private markets we are looking at like AI agents still, and everybody is just making frameworks. So like I feel like everybody looks at virtuals and they're like, okay, if I'm only Cerebro, if I'm only Phi, if I'm only this, if I'm only that, even if their AI agents are successful, are in the hundreds of millions, they're like, I want to do something bigger, right? Like I need to be the framework. So everybody is just making frameworks, but I don't really get the differentiation, or the differentiation is like usually very little. It's like these like nerdy technical, oh yeah, the AI is a bit better because it can update itself, or like the AI is a bit better because it can control its own private keys. But like, okay, but like what can you make with it? Am I mid-curving this?
No. So framework is basically the layer one, right? In my opinion, and then the nerdiness is like the speed, decentralization, scalability, those kind of things. But the problem is these freaking framework. This is genuinely how I think, by the way.
Yeah.
The worst thing is they capture even less value than chain tokens.
Yeah.
Because if it's not open
Yeah.
source, it's shit, right? Then if it's closed source, it's like you don't trust it. So I don't know, man. So how are you thinking about this actually? Like in terms of, first, what is a fair valuation, or what kind of metrics are you looking at in terms of to evaluate it?
I mean, I think the most basic one is just comp, right? So like, of course, you looked at virtuals and 16Z, and you kind of see if like, okay, like it seems like the market is rewarding maximum 2 to 3 billion. So any VC typically looks for like a 10 to 20x because given like vesting and like all of that, you need to discount stuff by 50 to 70%. So you want at least like a 10 to 20x. So like if it's like already like 100 million plus, then you would be like, okay, then you're betting you will be even bigger than virtuals, right? At this stage, which is a hard bet to like underwrite basically. I just want to add one more thing. I think you're right. It's a bit like L1, but what we are interested in looking at deeper. So, like, if you're listening to this, it's mostly like, what's the intersection of like AI and like robotics, or like AI with like physical stuff, AI with like DeFi, so like more niche, but some of them should be more rooted in fundamentals. Because another like more on-chain agent-to-agent interaction, I feel like it is not like a step function improvement. It's like it's just like, okay, it already exists, let me make it a bit more efficient, but it doesn't unlock new imagination for
100%.
retail basically.
And hardware or whatever it will be the mode, right? Because right now a framework doesn't have a mode. I actually don't compare it as layer one. I feel like it's telling people that my perk decks, my decks or my decks is slightly more efficient than yours, basically. You remember the time that were but you have no value capture, you don't know how to do it, and the Uniswap of things is like cool because like it was the first, the foundation is good and all that stuff, right? But like, how do you enable the next thing? Is it okay, cool.
And then
so
they're just cutting the fees to like zero, basically. Yeah.
TLDR is bet on either cheap bets or something that potentially be trend changings or the team, basically.
Yep. And I see here in our show notes that you have been fascinated with AI robots.
No, okay. This is exactly what I want to talk, right? Because they were asking like 420K to buy the robot, but the robot is clearly just AI generated. I cannot tell, is that a joke and copy pasta or is that real? To be honest, like I only read the title.
Wait, they're asking $420,000 for people to buy the robot.
Yes, to pre-buy the robot.
Wait, so they're selling the physical robots to you for 420K.
I only read the title and stuff, but I don't know how real is that. But I thought it was interesting, right? Like so I genuinely believe robotics will be the next step of AI. Because the thing is, like, there's only so much you can like it's a new use case basically, right? Once you have and I think as a industry that is 80% speculation and less product delivery, robotics will be very far off. Like, I mean, like, even DePIN and all those kind of things, right? Even, like, fucking phone SIM cards took 3 years to actually realize. So let's be real, bro. Yeah. Let's be real. Hey, but I bought the Bera sex toy NFT. That is gonna give me.
Wait, for real?
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Wait. Like,
I'm gonna have a
like
good
which one?
time
There are like two of them, right?
I don't. To be honest, like I literally just like they have some hot girls on their Twitter profile, and I just commented randomly because I was tipsy, and then they were like, "Bro, do you want one?" I was like, "All right, man, massage me, baby," and then they're gonna send me one, and I'm gonna try it out. I never used any male sex toys before, so like I have a lefty and a righty, bro.
There's a first for everything.
I mean, there's a lefty and a righty. All right, cool. Let's see what's up. Okay, I think DeFi right now is a little bit of fluff. Like there's a few stages, right? First stage right now is like treat it like a meme coin, whichever is cool, just ape it, mindshare, blah blah blah, those things. Secondly, there's a bit where realization it's gonna hit, like the realization it's going to take place. Like let's say like AI agents, right? Like the start goal is just funny meme, and then you start to rotate something that's semi-useful, like AI BT, those kind of things, or into the framework agent kind of thing. So, quoting someone I really like, bet on the winners. I think that doesn't work in here.
God damn it,
Marco always say bet on the winners, but I think the winner is not clear yet.
Double down on the winners.
But yeah, so I think there's a few stages, right? First is if you're quick on your feet, speculating on the meme style things, or bet on the founders you can do. Secondly is when the products start to implement, then you start to realize. So in terms of product, right, I think there's a few things. First is, let's say, suggesting, like, till today, on all these new chains, I still have to spend like 5 to 10 minutes finding the right place and the best place to switch. to route different things, just because there's so many different, which I think is very important. Whereas, are we in the safety zone of actually bridging through them? I don't know. But like, if I can type in a AI that'll be like, find me the best bridge from A to B, what to do, that's cool. So this is something that I tested on something called CX, which is like a new product, or I haven't read into detail yet, but basically some friends sent me and I started playing around with it. So it's from the SYN team, or they purchased it or something like that.
Oh,
but it's like a ChatGPT where you can just talk to them and it will tell you a route, etc., etc. I did a short post after like testing the demo a little bit, kind of thing. And I think like that's something I want, right? Whether I trust it with the money, I don't know, but it does give me a food of thought, like that's like it's actually useful. First off, secondly is that so that team been around since 2021, right? So I'm like, oh, okay. So I actually prefer DeFi protocols that has been around enough, and they have an information flow. Like, so I think that's the thing. And the last part that I think of how DeFi works is that like, what's your moat? Because right now most of them doesn't have a moat. TGBot has a moat that because of its RPC, because it's apes, because of its signal, right? DeFi has a moat because of its liquidity, its user base, community, whatever, right? But what will be the moat of DeFi agents? Would it be information source like AIXBT? Would it be its own personal liquidity because the liquidity is actually within the AI bot? Or would it be like intent where the intent agents, blah, blah, blah? I don't know. But let's see. It's going to be an interesting 1 to 3 months to like quickly transit and capture the money, basically.
Yeah, I know we are like beating the drums on this a bit, but one thing that I think you're absolutely spot on is there's just no moat, and DeFi, AI-fi, or like whatever might have a little bit more moat because there's like stickiness to the liquidity. But right now, any moat that is being created by the powerful AI players are basically like tokenomics mode. That's like what virtuals have been doing pretty well, right? It's just like modes around like tokenomics and its ecosystem, but there's actually nothing really as powerful as a liquidity network that we will see in like DeFi. So yeah, that makes sense.
But the mid-curve, bro. This is the mid-curve of me talking, by the way. This is the mid-curve side of me talking. But yeah.
So what's the IQ50? Just ape whenever there's a new AI-fi DeFi thing, and then when it goes to once people are questioning the use case, then you start exiting.
Yeah, 100%. Index.gold or gold.index is basically like the cookie.fun of the newer version of it. DeFi.
Oh yeah, that's a
if cheap enough, tool. Ape that shit, bro. Like fuck that. Ape it. They're launching a token today, actually.
Huh. Wait. Let's take a step back. Like, what's the token for?
Bro, you mid curving it. I don't know. Like right now, there's one rule, right? When you see it, do you think it's a 10 mil token? Is it a 20 mil token? Is it a 50 mil token? The minute when you find it, is it a good gamble? And are you going to be on the PC for the next day or 2 or even hours? That's just that's just done. Done, basically. That's
Folks,
it.
That is the alpha right there. That is the shorts that we need to cut and we spread everywhere. When you see, or you just gamble.
Yeah, exactly.
You not question what it's used for. Yeah.
Treat it like poker, right? You go in there, you see the cards. If the odds is in your favor, hit it. Don't think about it too much.
Dude, did you see that podcast between? I know we're like shilling, but like they are like big anyway. But like Raul Paul and the Thread guy, and I'm just like, this is so funny. It's like watching like Aiden Ross of Crypto Twitter. It's like so. He's literally the Aiden Ross of Crypto Twitter. Like that's what I've been telling my friends. Like this guy's just like wacky Gen Z streamers with like, you know, with the curly hair, and just speak hype stuff. Just like act excited. It doesn't matter what the topic is. Just like, hey, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? Yeah.
Nope. Yeah. Good. I mean, I haven't watched that yet. I only saw some snippets, but I can imagine Ropo and him pretty interesting. Can be fun.
No, because like it aligns with the AI topic that we just talked about. So they were like basically saying like, yeah, like one time horizon is like we are trading attention. Nothing wrong with that. That's what you said, right? We looked at something. We're gonna ape or not. We looked at the attention flow, and the other one is like more like longer term time frame. But I think the hard term right now is that like no one knows what's the long term AI bet. Maybe just buy Nvidia call options. There you go.
100%, bro. Oh, did you see that that dumb like I don't know, like Berwick War that wants to sue Pump Fund for consumer protection?
I just looked at it like 30 minutes before our call, but like what's the story there? Like is it actually real?
I don't know. I TLDR is like they want to like file a class lawsuit or something like that to protect the consumer. Like this is how I imagine it, right? I imagine basically like there's some guy that looks like Better Call Saul. I'll be like, oh, I see money. Oh, I see marketing potential. Let's do it. And I clicked into it a little bit. Basically, I think they charge 40%. So like, it's like
so like any of the money that you will get back if you participate in this day would get 40%.
Yeah, I didn't read into
activist
details.
Law.
Yeah,
it's like
I don't
activist investor, but
it's like, yeah, but it was pretty. I mean, good for the marketing guy, right? Like smart move. Like
yeah. No, hey, since we're in this topic, like no, like I'm just curious. Like, do you know where the name Saul Goodman comes from? Like, if you watch the series.
No, I actually watched only like first few episodes of it.
So like, this is like a very minor spoiler, but basically, he likes to say, "It's all good, man." That becomes his like identity. It's all good, man. Saul Goodman.
Good.
Saul Goodman.
Let's go. Let's back to tokens, bro. Back to tokens.
Let's go. Token. Okay. One last thing that I'm actually very bullish. But like, I looked at Resolve. They hit like 500 million, and then there's like levels, and then there's like new Solana stablecoin that like Tamar from the foundation was just like shilling. I forgot the name. I gotta check that. I think the stablecoin ecosystem is still like just very hot right now. And there's a lot of alpha for like DeFi farmers such as yourself and people in that community. I also think it's like I tweeted about this at some point in the cycle. You have to think: are you going to catch the next 5 to 10x with 10% to 20% of your portfolio, or are you going to get 50% with 80% of your book?
Bro,
I think you got to like think.
Call me McCurf, right? I always have stables. Like. That's just it, right? I'm a multi-bagger. Like, I have one bag that's like DJ and one bag that's just yield farming. So there's always, and to be very honest, like, yeah, like the airdrop might be bigger than yeah.
This might be useful for the listeners. On the portfolio management side, how do you like rebalance your different?
I only rebalance it like yearly.
Okay, so if your DGen coin, if you find 100x, then you don't directly. Like when you take profit, it's still there. Like you're not going to move it to like your stable stuff.
Yeah, no. Like there will be stables in the DGen bag, but I don't move it. But I don't. I don't know. Is this a system thing or a just logic thing, and I can't be able to move all this kind of thing. But like to be honest, like let's say, crypto is such an interesting field where if your net worth is like let's say 100K or 10K or 1 million, doesn't matter. If you're good at it, 10% of it is good enough, bro. Like. If you want a DGen and if you're good at it, 10% or 5% is more than enough. Like, and if you couldn't make it out there, bro, just stick with like the mid curve stuff, man. Like that's just it. Like my logic is very simple. I know I can find DGen stuff in gems, and I know I can yield farm and airdrop farm. So I have a bag of things that I just yield farm and airdrop farm, and then I have an expected return of those things. So I put that into my gamble bag. Like, so let's say my this year, I think I can get at least like 30% APR. So I'll just take out that 30% worth of money and I'll just gamble it to zero. Yeah.
But I thought you wanted to double down on the gamble.
Oh yeah. I lost discipline last year, and I actually started in a meme bag. And I caught it.
Oh my god. Yeah. No. It's like for real though. Okay, on the stablecoin side, like what's interesting that you've been seeing? I'm seeing that you're releasing something about like usual lately.
Okay, so I thought so. Usual had some problems, right? But I'm not gonna comment too much on it. But TLDR is that people or the team mispriced a longer term bond, which I think is fine. It's just people don't understand the mechanics, and it's not really the most devastating thing.
Yeah, it's just bad communication. Yeah.
A little bit bad communication, a little bit over shilling, but sure, doesn't matter. You're not losing your life saving. It's not like SPF level kind of thing. And I like grifty founders and teams, right? That's how they get you the money. And yeah, okay. So let's back to how we make money. Okay. So if you're farming, compound farm is the way forward. If you're farming on Resolve already or Avalon's USD or AUSD already, I recently started farming something called Level Money. Very simply put, there's a lot of details that I can share next time because I didn't prep it. But TLDR, they raise money from Dragonfly, Polychain, all those guys. And their narrative is that they restake your money. Don't overthink it. They just use your money to get more yield, basically. And then they earn the I guess they earn the interest rate ARB, kind of like the small difference between restaking and those kind of stuff, and then they give you yield. Don't make curve it. Looks like a safe farm. TVR around 40 mil. If you're farming Resolve already, you're exposed to the risk. Then why not put that Resolve position into that to compound farm? That's it. That's the pitch, and that's it. And use my referral link. Did you use my referral link?
I haven't started, so I would use yours. Yeah, I'm still planning my 2025 systems, but yeah.
Yeah, all right. But yeah, that's the quick one. Not shilling it, not going into detail. It's just something that I think if you're risking it on Resolve, might as well, or risking on Resolve AUSD or some other things that you might as well do it, kind of thing, because it's low TVL. Yeah. I mean, I think that's about it for my side this week. Let's keep it short, unless you have something else you want to talk about as well.
No, let's keep it short. And I think
one more thing. I started going back into hyper fund again. I'm gonna quote this later because I believe when hyper EVM comes on, there will be another pump for hyper fund tokens. So that's why I want to put small bets on there. Is moon or dust, basically.
How do you pick amongst the hundreds of thousands of tokens on Hyperfund? Just pick the ones with like the mind share.
I see it kind of funny or kind of cheap, and I see some group chat talk about it. I go like I'm not going to pretend that I know what I'm doing.
Hey! This is why you need to market to Asia. Have you read our APAC GTM report? It's because we have gambling DNA. It's just like Hyperfund. I don't know which one. I'm just gonna bet on it.
Spray and pray. No. This is the VC strategy for meme coins. Spray and pray.
Yeah. No, but I do agree with you. Like right now, the sentiment for Hyperliquid is like somewhat of a maybe local low-ish. It's been recovering a bit. I think I don't know if it's gonna dump more, but it will be interesting to see all of the new apps. I mean, dude, like honestly, okay, like one last thing that I'm gonna close, like basically, I think for people who like either lost money or like they felt like they did not perform as well in 2024, 2025 has so many new freaking chains and ecosystems launching. If you just follow Lambros and like maybe like try farming on like some of those, I think you can make decent returns for yourself.
What do you think? Factual. You make money if you follow every single.
Yeah, there's literally
fact.
Yeah, like both portfolio and non-portfolio. I'm just gonna name it. There's so many of them. There's like Movement, Bearer, Monad, Story, Mega, everything, dude. Like Initia, everything is launching this year. So
Plume, bro. Plume.
It's gonna be Plume. Yeah.
Real asset chain.
Yeah.
Pre-market on buy bid. Let's go.
Ambassador.
No, hey, but like, have you been using Pump Hyperfund though? Hyperfund. Have you started using?
No.
All right, let me. Maybe I can drop a tutorial or something and use my referral link. Let's go.
Yep. Let's go. But yeah, that's all that we have for this week, folks. I'll catch you next time.
Take care. Peace.
Cheers. Bye.